What's up, everyone? Welcome back to AutoSphere channel. Today, we're throwing down on the 2026 Volvo XC90. If you're hunting for a midsize SUV that's got that low-key luxury vibe, you absolutely gotta check this thing out. Seriously, the competition is fierce in this segment, packed with stylish whips and comfortable rides, but the XC90 manages to deliver something that feels genuinely special. Volvo already gave the design a fresh look last year, so this whip is rocking sharper curb appeal and an interior that is totally on point. It boasts an elegant presence, drives super smooth, and that signature Volvo focus on being safe, as houses makes it a top pick for anyone who values premium quality and family confidence. Let's talk cheddar. The 2026 XC90 is looking to kick off around $62,345, and the fully loaded versions can run you up to about $74,645s. If you're smart about your money, the Plus trim with the 295 horsepower engine is the real MVP. It's the sweet spot for balancing that power and price. You get to pick your flavor for the base engine. The B5 mild hybrid model serves up a solid 247 horsepower from a turbocharged 4-cylinder, or you can level up to the B6 for a hefty 295 horsepower, thanks to a turbo and supercharger combo. Both powertrains are hooked up to an 8-speed automatic transmission and come standard with all-wheel drive, so you're set no matter the weather. Plus, they both rock a 48-volt mild hybrid system for that extra smooth boost and better gas mileage. On the road, the B6 will hit 60 mph in a chill 6.8 seconds, which is decent hustle for a rig this size. Towing capacity is clutch too, with the B6 setup being able to pull up to 5,000 lbs. Now, for the real game changer, the T8 Recharge plug-in hybrid. This is where the XC90 slays. It couples that powerful 2.0-liter engine with an electric motor to deliver a whopping 455 horsepower and 523 lb-ft of torque. That kind of juice launches this 7-seater from 0 to 60 minimum price in just 5.0 to 5.1 seconds, which is nuts for a family SUV. Even better, it's legit efficient. You can cruise up to 32 to 35 miles on pure electric power alone, which is enough to handle most people's daily commute and errands on zero gas. The total gas-electric combined rating is a sick 58 mpg, miles per gallon equivalent. You can charge the battery up at home in about 5 hours on a 240V hookup. This T8 model gives you the best of both worlds, insane power and responsible efficiency. Step inside, and the cabin is pure Scandinavian bliss. Clean lines, tasteful accents, and premium materials that give it that expensive, inviting feel. This interior is definitely a whole vibe. You've got seating for 6 or 7, though let's be real. The third row is strictly for the tots on long hauls. Cargo capacity is money too. Fold down both rear rows and you're working with up to 85.7 cubic feet of space, perfect for that Costco run or a weekend road trip. On the Ultra trim, you even get a crystal gear selector by Auraforce. Talk about bougie. Technology is seriously dope. Every XC90 is rocking an 11.2-inch infotainment screen and a 12.3-inch digital driver display. The entire system runs on Google's Android Automotive interface. So no cap, you get native Google Maps and Google Assistant built right into the car. And yeah, Apple CarPlay is still standard for all the iPhone users out there. For your tunes, the available Bowers & Wilkins system is pure fire, pumping out crystal clear sound through 19 speakers. You'll feel like you're at a private concert, no joke. This is where Volvo puts in work. Their reputation for safety is legendary, and the XC90 comes absolutely loaded with driver assistance tech that's a total flex. We're talking city safety with automated emergency braking that can spot pedestrians and cyclists. It's always got your back and can apply the brakes automatically. Lane departure warning and lane keeping. Assist to keep you from accidentally drifting into another lane. The standard pilot assist system is just next level, combining adaptive cruise control with a lane centering feature to make highway driving a breeze. It helps keep the proper distance and gently steers to keep you centered, like having a trusty co-pilot. You also get a blind spot monitor and rear cross traffic alert standard on every trim. This safety package is what gives families total peace of mind. So, who is the XC90 battling? The main competitors are the usual suspects: the BMW X5, the Audi Q7, the Mercedes-Benz GLE, and the Genesis GV80. While the BMW X5 might be more sporty, The XC90 dunks on it when it comes to standard safety features and maximizing interior space for passengers. If you want a luxury family hauler that's all about understated style, groundbreaking hybrid tech, and keeping your whole crew safe, the 2026 Volvo XC90 is a no-brainer. It's a legacy ride that still manages to feel super modern. The 2026 Volkswagen Golf R is, straight up, one of the best sleeper cars you can get your hands on. It's not just a pumped-up GTI, it's a fully cooked, German-engineered machine that manages to combine the practicality of a daily driver with the raw excitement of a true performance car. This model has always been a driver's dream, and the latest iteration only solidifies that reputation with some serious firepower and tech. To start, the price tag is a solid flex, kicking off right around $50,730 for the 2026 model year. Volkswagen kept the lineup super simple, dropping just one well-equipped trim. You don't have to pick and choose a bunch of options. All the essential performance features are already baked in. The only major decision you've got is whether to opt for the infamous Euro-style package. This is where the purists get their drip. It ditches the sunroof and swaps the standard power-adjustable seats for lighter, manually adjusted ones. The payoff is a sweet weight reduction and a beast mode Akrapovic performance exhaust system that gives the car a much-needed audible fire. Under the hood is where the magic happens. The venerable EA888 EV04 turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder is absolutely ripping it, now pushing out a healthy 328 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Paired exclusively with a snappy 7-speed DSG automatic transmission, this hatchback is seriously quick, hitting 60 mph in a clutch 4.1 seconds. For a car that can move like that, the EPA-rated 25 mpg combined, 22 city 31 highway, is actually pretty solid, meaning you don't have to break the bank at the pump after you've been sending it on a back road. The real game changer is the 4-motion all-wheel drive system, which features a torque vectoring rear differential. This tech helps actively distribute power between the two rear wheels, rotating the car through corners and launching you out with incredible confidence. It's the reason the Golf R is such a track slayer. Plus, you get different drive modes, including drift mode for controlled shenanigans and a special mode tuned specifically for the Nürburgring. The dynamic chassis control, DCC adaptive suspension, makes the ride instantly customizable, letting you switch from comfort to track mode in a flash. Inside, the cabin is a premium place to be, offering a 5-passenger layout that feels way more upscale than its hot hatch competitors. Standard seats are black Napa leather sport seats with aggressive side bolstering. The cockpit is peppered with sporty blue stitching and our logos. The tech got a serious overhaul, fixing one of the previous generation's main gripes. The centerpiece is the large 12.9-inch touchscreen infotainment display. It runs improved software with customizable widgets and, no cap, a permanent illuminated lower control bar that makes critical adjustments like climate control way less of a headache. You also get the 10.25-inch Digital Cockpit Pro and a head-up display that projects key info directly into your line of sight. When you look at its rivals, the rough-and-tumble Toyota GR Corolla or the aggressive, front-wheel drive Honda Civic Type R, the Golf R really shines as the total package. It's essentially the same mechanical blueprint as the more expensive Audi S3, but you get that unique hatch-tastic utility. It's the mature choice, a sophisticated machine that's refined for the commute, but always ready to smoke something unexpected. It's a total win-win. There's a ghost in the machine over at Toyota, and it has a legendary name, Land Cruiser. For months, the entire off-roading community has been waiting for the drop of the all-new compact 2026 Land Cruiser FJ, the little brother poised to take on the whole segment. But here's the tea. The debut date has been mysteriously and officially pushed back. This isn't just a simple delay. It feels like a corporate hush-up. Originally, we expected this thing in late 2024. But the new word is we won't see it hit the streets until the first half of 2026. The FJ is set to be the most affordable way to join the legendary Land Cruiser squad. While pricing in Japan is expected to land between a modest $26,600 and $30,000. U.S. market estimates are starting around $35,000, with the top-tier trims likely heading above $45,000. This pricing makes it a total game-changer, positioning it significantly below the larger hybrid Land Cruiser models already on sale. The excitement is no cap, and it all comes down to the design. The Land Cruiser FJ takes its cue from the gorgeous 2021 compact cruiser EV concept, which is why this thing is all about that boxy, rugged vibe. We're talking an upright stance, tough-looking LED lighting, a flat tailgate, and a clutch rear-mounted spare wheel. This truck is built different. Its dimensions are perfect for off-road maneuvers without being a massive land yacht, at roughly 180.1 inches long, 73.0 inches wide, and 77.2 inches high, with a short 101.6-inch wheelbase. It's bigger than a Ford Bronco Sport, but still smaller and easier to manage than the full-size U.S. Land Cruiser. Its short overhangs and segmented, removable corner bumpers are a smart design choice, making it easier and cheaper to repair after a particularly rowdy trail run. This SUV is goated because it keeps its OG roots. Unlike most modern compact SUVs that rock a unibody structure, the FJ is keeping it authentic by using a traditional bulletproof ladder frame. To keep the price snatched, Toyota opted for the robust IMV0 platform, the same one that underpins the seriously tough Hilux Champ pickup, instead of the pricier TNGA-F structure. This ensures authentic durability while keeping the vehicle within reach for more buyers. Under the hood, the consensus points to a reliable 2.7-liter four-cylinder gasoline engine that pushes out around 161 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. This isn't about speed, it's about reliable low-end torque. Crucially, it's expected to come standard with a full four-wheel drive system and a Torsen limited slip differential, so you know the traction will be on point when the trail gets rough. For markets like ours, Toyota is almost certainly planning a hybrid version to meet that strong demand for better fuel economy. And inside, the Land Cruiser FJ is designed for purpose. The cabin prioritizes utility with a horizontal instrument panel that makes it easy to quickly judge the vehicle's attitude on uneven ground. The low cowl and belt line are also strategic, providing the driver with superior visibility to see the terrain right in front of the wheels, a clutch feature when you're rock crawling. While the final trim levels for the US market are still a little fuzzy, one thing's for sure, the 2026 Land Cruiser FJ is preparing to drop a compact, authentic dose of off-road ruggedness that will absolutely be worth the wait. Get ready, because the absolute legend of the American SUV market, the 2026 Toyota Highlander, is rolling out with a radical new look. This isn't a facelift. It's a total reimagining. We're talking authentic new style, tech that's pushing boundaries and next-level efficiency. You absolutely cannot skip this deep dive. Let's jump straight into the engine bay, because this is where Toyota is changing the game. We've got extremely strong signals, and we mean credible signals, that the redesigned Highlander is likely going hybrid heavy, maybe even hybrid only. This is more than an evolution. It's a fundamental change in strategy. Toyota is mirroring the playbook of its premium models, like the Sequoia and the Crown, to deliver a high-performance utility vehicle that saves your cash at the pump. That's a massive win for the family wallet. Now, the previous Highlander hybrid was good, right? It delivered 243 horsepower and clocked a respectable 35 miles per gallon combined. Respectable, sure. But for 2026, we are looking at a monumental power leap. The industry expectation is that they'll be deploying the powerful Hybrid Max system. That's the twin-turbo 2.4-liter engine combined with electric motors, the same setup that powers the mighty Grand Highlander. That new powertrain? It's delivering a whopping 362 horsepower. Think about that jump. From 243 ponies to 362. This SUV will absolutely dominate the passing lane and make that merge onto the freeway effortless. And here's the crucial detail your buddies missed. With that Hybrid Max muscle, the estimated towing capability is expected to jump from 3,500 pounds all the way up to a stout 5,000 pounds. That opens up the ability to tow a legitimate family caravan or a proper-sized boat. Furthermore, the high-performance variants should feature trailer sway control, TSC, utilizing the stability systems to ensure the load behind you stays secure and predictable. You get the incredible fuel economy and the serious pulling power. It's truly the best of both worlds. But stability and ride comfort also take a giant leap. This fresh design is underpinned by the latest generation of Toyota's architecture, the TNGA-K platform. This advanced base is the key reason why the new Highlander will boast a much quieter, more isolated cabin. Why? because the platform significantly boosts the overall body rigidity while allowing for a lower stance. This translates directly to less road vibration, dramatically reduced body roll, and a driving experience that feels less like a big SUV and more like a refined high-end sedan. You can finally enjoy a calm conversation with the third-row passengers without raising your voice. That's a huge bonus. And the styling? It means business. Look for distinct styling cues borrowed from the Grand Highlander, including a bold, expressive new grille, illuminated Toyota badging, and a sleek, modern full-width LED light bar stretching across the rear fascia. Inside, the screens are finally receiving the necessary upgrade. The old system was seriously lacking. We expect a large, central 12.3-inch touchscreen to be standard on higher trims, with an optional, expansive 14-inch display for the Platinum model. Premium versions should also offer a handy 10-inch head-up display, HUD, placing vital information directly in your line of sight. Naturally, every Highlander will be equipped with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and the latest Toyota Safety Sense suite. Keep an eye out for potential luxury touches like unique stitching on the leather upholstery in the top specs. Let us know in the comments below. Are you leaning toward the exceptional fuel economy of the standard hybrid? Or are you going for that massive 362 horsepower hybrid max? Today, we're checking out the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid. Let's be real, this whip isn't trying to be a racetrack hero, but it's a banger for anyone who needs a solid daily driver. It's the ultimate smart move, taking the legendary reliability of the Corolla and giving it a much-needed SUV glow-up. We're talking a higher ride height, plenty of space, and all the efficiency you can handle. If you're a commuter, a first-time buyer, or just someone who's tired of burning cash at the pump, this is your new best friend. It's here to prove that a practical family car can still have drip, and check out that exterior style. The new model has a sharper grille design and those slim LED lights that make it look way more modern and aggressive than a typical commuter crossover. Now let's talk power. Under the hood, this isn't the sluggish four-banger you might expect from a small crossover. We're rocking a 2.0-liter engine paired with a hybrid system that delivers a combined 196 horsepower. That setup is a game-changer. It makes the Cross Hybrid feel seriously peppy. It can hit 60 mph in a clutch, 7.3 seconds. That's noticeably quicker than the non-hybrid version, and you'll definitely feel the difference when you need to merge onto the highway or pass someone. The hybrid doesn't just bring the speed, it keeps your wallet happy. The last generation was already crushing it with an estimated 42 combined mpg. This new version continues to sip fuel, staying well ahead of its non-hybrid counterpart. Every hybrid model comes standard with all-wheel drive, which is legit for tackling bad weather. And check this, you can still tow up to 1,500 pounds. That's enough to pull a small trailer for a weekend trip to the boondocks. You'll see where Toyota truly leveled up. While some of the interior plastics are still a bit basic, a real sea of black plastic, the tech is fire. Standard lower trims get an 8-inch touchscreen, but if you spring for the higher SE or XSE trims, you can get the available 10.5-inch multimedia display. That's a huge upgrade, especially paired with the available 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster behind the steering wheel. It's super sharp and lets you customize your navigation and trip info. Best of all, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across the board. The infotainment system is user-friendly and just gets the job done. Now for a little real talk, the back seat is tight. It has significantly less rear legroom than rivals like the Chevy Trax, so if you're constantly chauffeuring six-footers, be prepared to hear a complaint or two. Also, a minor but annoying design flaw that owners call out are the quirky-shaped cup holders and the general lack of console storage. It's not a deal-breaker, but it is a thing. On the positive side, the storage is solid for the segment. You get 22 cubic feet of cargo room behind the rear seats, which is way more practical than a Corolla sedan. For safety, Toyota is not playing around. This whip is loaded with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, TSS 3.0, which includes all the essentials like adaptive cruise control, automated emergency braking, and lane departure warning. Pricing starts around $30,000 for the hybrid, with the fully loaded XSE sitting closer to $34,000. Our pick for the best value is the SE trim. It gives you the roof rails, paddle shifters, and blind spot monitoring without going full luxury. And to sweeten the deal, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, which is 2 years of complimentary maintenance. A nice little cherry on top. The 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid is a smart flex. It's not trying to be a slam tuner car, it's just a great, efficient, and reliable vehicle that your wallet will thank you for. It's truly a clutch move in the small SUV market. What do you think? Today, we're diving deep into the compact truck that's got the whole internet buzzing, the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ. This is a bold-as-hell return for one of the most respected names in off-road history, reimagined in a smaller, more practical package. It's built for the weekend warriors who want serious off-road cred but don't want to drive a massive SUV every single day. Toyota seriously nailed the vibe here. They drew inspiration directly from the compact cruiser EV concept, giving it those classic blocky lines and an upright, no-frills stance that screams capability. It looks absolutely dope, with buyers in other markets even getting a choice between the retro cool round headlights or the sharper modern C-shaped units. That square upright body and the flat tailgate with the rear-mounted spare wheel, pure throwback style. The focus here is on next-level utility. The interior is simple and practical, featuring MOLLE panels on the doors and dash for mounting your essential gear, GPS units, or whatever kit you need on the trail. But the smartest feature is the engineering trick, removable front and rear bumper corners. This is genius for the enthusiast community. If you scrape a corner on a tricky approach, you just unbolt the damaged piece and pop on a cheap replacement, minimizing downtime and costly body shop visits. This emphasis on easy repairability and modularity is a massive win. Forget the trendy, soft unibody crossovers. This bad boy is the real deal. It rides on a strong ladder frame chassis, the same rugged foundation found under the global Toyota Hilux Champ pickup. This IMV0 platform is pure old-school engineering, prioritizing simplicity, field repairability, and rock-solid durability over complicated tech. Simply put, it's built to take a beating, which is exactly what a Land Cruiser should do. Under the hood, the global prototype runs a proven workhorse, a modest 2.7-liter four-cylinder putting out about 161 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. This engine is all about reliability, not speed. That's where the US market gets shady. While this setup is bomb-proof, it doesn't meet the power expectations here. This truck was rumored to start around $35,000, which would have been a mic drop moment, putting serious pressure on the Jeep Wrangler and Ford Bronco Sport. But here's the kicker, fam. Embrace yourselves for the bummer. All signs from Toyota currently point to a hard no for the compact Land Cruiser FJ coming to the US market. The word on the street is that the company feels the smaller IMV0-based truck with its humble engine isn't beefy enough for the size and performance demands of American buyers. Instead, what we are getting is the bigger, all-new 2026 Land Cruiser, known internally as the 250 series. That one starts closer to $57,000, but it's packing a heavy punch. The iForce Max hybrid system delivers a massive 326 horsepower and a stump-pulling 465 lb-ft of torque. So while the smaller, more affordable Land Cruiser FJ is a tough-as-nails throwback built to dominate trails worldwide, we in the States will have to shell out more coin for its powerful hybrid big brother. The Land Cruiser DNA still stands for ultimate durability. It just comes in a larger, more premium package over here. We're diving deep into a ride that's a big deal for the compact SUV crowd, the updated 2026 Honda HR-V. This ain't your grandma's usual grocery getter. It's Honda's entry-level crossover, and no cap, it's been absolutely crushing it with the younger generation. In fact, Honda is calling the HR-V the most popular SUV in America among Gen Z shoppers. It rolls up as a slick blend of the legendary Civic's core foundation and the robust, versatile looks of its big sibling, the CR-V. This Civic-based chassis gives it a far more sophisticated and stable ride quality than the previous HR-V generation, thanks to a fully independent rear suspension. The design is all about that city life, making it easy to park and giving you a commanding, confident view of the road. Let's talk updates. Because Honda is serving up some straight facts on the tech front for 2026. This year, every single trim, even the base model, now gets a standard, crisp 9-inch HD touchscreen. That's a huge win, especially since the old one was tiny. Even better, you finally get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, which is crucial for modern connectivity. No more fumbling with cables for your tunes or navigation. It's a vibe. They also threw in a standard wireless phone charger on all trims, making it a tech MVP. They also boosted the aesthetics with cool new wheel designs across the lineup, and standard rear privacy glass on all trims for that clean, stealth look. If you're looking to stand out, the Sport trim is low-key a total steal, flexing new gloss black badging on the tailgate and an available exclusive Boost Blue Pearl paint job. Up front, the slick, slender LED headlights and honeycomb grille create a striking first impression. Another premium detail, Honda uses a technique called laser brazing to join the roof and side panels, which gives it a super clean, seamless profile with no ugly roof molding, and for safety, every single model comes standard with the full Honda Sensing suite of driver assist technologies, including adaptive cruise control with low-speed follow and a lane-keeping assist system. This means it's looking out for you on the highway, right out of the gate. Now, let's keep it 100 on the engine. The HR-V sticks with its naturally aspirated 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine. It generates 158 horsepower and is entirely focused on long-term durability and smooth daily driving. Paired with a CVT with sport mode. That said, critics have been clear if you try to punch it to merge onto a busy highway. Some feel the HR-V is utterly gutless, taking over 10 seconds to hit 60 mph in certain tests. This crossover is a commuter, not a speed machine. Its best defense is its fuel efficiency, clocking an estimated 26 City 32 highway mpg for the FWD model. You can also snag it with real-time all-wheel drive for better performance in the snow. Inside, the cabin looks great, especially with that sweet honeycomb trim detail on the dash. But this is where Honda plays a little dirty. To keep the price low and try to nudge you toward the pricier CR-V, they omitted some key features. That's a bummer. For example, there's no power tailgate. And for the passengers you're hauling around, be prepared. There are no rear AC vents, charging ports, or even cup holders in the middle. That is a huge miss for a family-friendly SUV. Plus, unlike its rivals, the HR-V is still not available as a hybrid in the USA. One more thing, if you need a vehicle that can tow, you're out of luck as the HR-V is not officially rated for towing. The fuel economy is still outstanding, with FWD models getting a combined 28 mpg, 26 City 32 highway, and the AWD versions delivering 27 combined mpg, 25 City 30 highway. If you need a comfy, reliable, and stylish new whip that won't guzzle gas, the HR-V is a solid choice. The 2026 HR-V, starting at around $27,595, is definitely worth a test drive. You know the Toyota RAV4, right? It's been America's best-selling SUV forever, a total GOAT of the compact crossover game. Well, the 2026 model is about to drop, and Toyota is making some massive changes. This ain't your grandma's commuter. The biggest news is that Toyota is going all in on electrification. That's right, the pure gas engine is officially kicked to the curb. Every single trim, from the base model to the brand new ones, is rocking either a hybrid, HEV, or a plug-in hybrid, PHEV setup. This decisive move shows Toyota's vision for combining strong performance with higher efficiency, making the RAV4 both modern and future-focused. Let's talk specs, because this thing's got some pep in its step. The standard hybrid now pushes up to 236 horsepower with all-wheel drive, 226 HP with FWD. That's pretty clutch for a daily driver, but if you're really looking to send it, the plug-in hybrid is where it's at. This bad boy cranks out a jaw-dropping 320-324 combined horses, way more than before, and you get an estimated 50 to 52 miles of pure EV range. That's enough to cover your whole commute on electric power alone. And get this, you can now DC fast charge the PHEV from 10% to 80% in about 30 minutes. That is seriously dope. Toyota is giving us three distinct personalities this generation: core, rugged, and sport. For the adventure crowd, the Woodland trim is the real MVP in the rugged category. It's got a raised suspension that boosts the ground clearance to a trail-ready 8.5 inches, comes with all-terrain tires, and even includes a 1500-watt AC power outlet in the cargo area, perfect for tailgating or running a coffee maker while camping. If you need to haul more gear, select AWD trims can tow up to 3,500 pounds, a notable increase from prior models. Then there's the GR Sport, developed with Toyota Gazoo Racing, bringing sport-tuned suspension and 20-inch wheels for when you want to shred some backroads. Inside, Toyota has totally leveled up the tech game. You get a standard 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. No more analog dials. The main action happens on the center screen, either a 10.5-inch standard or a beefier 12.9-inch upgrade. Both are running the new Arene software platform, which is key because it allows for over-the-air updates to keep your system fresh. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and you can even connect two smartphones at once. Toyota also included a standard built-in dashcam drive recorder across all trims, which is fire for peace of mind. The cabin layout is super practical too, with a cool dual-hinge center armrest for easy access and plenty of storage. With prices kicking off around the $34,000 mark, the 2026 RAV4 is poised to be an absolute slayer in the compact SUV market. What do you think of this redesign? Hit me up in the comments! Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more interesting videos. You know, we gotta talk about the 2026 Hyundai Tucson. This crossover is no joke. It's rolling onto the scene, ready to be a serious contender in the compact SUV game. Forget trying to be a muscle car or a track beast. That's not the vibe here. This vehicle is all about bringing a genuinely premium feel to your daily grind, giving you a smooth, quiet ride and looking dope while doing it. With its super sharp lines and a distinct face, the Tucson seriously stands out on the road. Hyundai basically said, "We're going upscale," and they delivered a whole package with refinement and thoughtful features that make it shine among the rivals in this crowded segment. So let's talk cheddar. The base model of the 2026 Tucson is expected to start around a cool $31,000, with the top trims hitting about $41,000. But here's the inside scoop: the clutch pick is the mid-level SEL trim. It's the sweet spot that strikes that perfect balance between price and must-have amenities. At that SEL level, you're looking at a standard power liftgate, a power-adjustable driver's seat, heated front seats, which are a literal game-changer in the winter, and dual-zone automatic climate control. That's a ton of value packed in right there. Under the hood, you get a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine pushing out a respectable 187 horsepower and a 178 lb-ft of torque, all hooked up to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, acceleration isn't going to blow your socks off, but the driving dynamics are super secure and predictable. The Tucson is an excellent choice for a long haul, perfect for those cross-country road trips where you just want a chill ride and relaxation is key. Plus, if you need to haul some smaller gear or a little trailer, the Tucson is capable of towing up to 2,000 pounds with the optional hitch. While we wait for the official 2026 EPA numbers, we can look at the 2025 model, which was getting up to 25 mpg in the city and 33 mpg on the highway. Inside is where this thing truly levels up. The cabin feels modern and well put together, with a clear focus on usability. You get a standard 12.3-inch digital display that looks killer, and the controls are straightforward. No need to pull over just to figure out the climate settings. For families or anyone riding with a crew, the rear seat passengers get insane legroom. And for practicality, the cargo space is among the best in this class. Fold those back seats down, and you can practically fit your entire apartment in there. Or, about 22 carry-on suitcases. But here's the part that makes it a home run. The safety tech is stacked. You've got forward collision avoidance assist with junction turning, FCA-JT, which is a literal lifesaver when you're making a left turn into oncoming traffic. Then there's blind spot collision avoidance assist, BCA, which not only warns you but can actually give the steering wheel a little nudge to help keep you safe. For real peace of mind, the safe exit warning, SEW, is clutch, alerting passengers if a car is zooming up from behind before they accidentally swing open a door. And my favorite for anyone with kids or pets, the advanced rear occupant alert, which monitors the back seats for movement after you've locked up and can sound an alarm. The real mic drop for Hyundai, though, is the warranty. They are not messing around. We're talking a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That is just unbeatable and a major flex against rivals like the Honda CR-V or the Toyota RAV4. Plus, they toss in 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary scheduled maintenance. That means you can keep this bad boy running like new without sweating the small stuff for the first few years. The Tucson is truly a solid vehicle that brings style, comfort, and baller tech